This is Jonathan Kuminga here in the corner. He's about to receive the ball from Looney in activate beast mode.
3 assists on 3 field goals.
Kuminga gets into the lane.
Sheesh. Guys, this kid is only 19 years old and is already looking like one of the most athletic players in the NBA. Let's take one more look at that again. So after he receives the ball from Looney, it's just 2 dribbles right, then he leaps from about 10 feet for a 2-hand slam in traffic. If Kuminga is doing this at age 19, imagine what he's going to be when he hits his athletic prime. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, this dude is only going to get better, and he's going to be playing alongside the 2 Splash brothers. How unfair is that to put one of the most athletic forwards in the game alongside the 2 best shooters in the game? The other NBA teams are going to hate it, for sure. I took a look back at some of his draft notes, and this is what NBA scouts had to say about Kuminga before the Warriors selected him as the 7th overall pick. 1. He's far from a finished product, but the upside is tantalizing. 2. Kuminga is the type of athlete that only comes along every few years. 3. He's absolutely explosive off the floor and makes the rim look like a plaything. 4. At 6'8" with that athleticism, it's really hard to guard him on the perimeter or block his shot. 5. As his skill level develops and catches up to his athleticism, watch out. Kuminga could be a household name in a few years. The scouts were absolutely right here. I mean, there are definitely areas that he needs to improve in.
Chioza. Big minutes. Making the moves.
I think we both kind of hop back on that.
Yeah, I'm speechless. Awfully impressive.
Realize you still had a lot of ball to go from that point on.
Kuminga's pass deflected the ref.
But at the same time, I can't imagine what the Warriors are going to look like once he polishes up his game a bit and starts to understand how to be effective on a nightly basis.
Of the next 19 Warrior games are on the road. Kuminga, the spin and the finish.
Moved on at this point. There is so much uncertainty with Kyrie.
Did y'all see that last play?
Have moved on at this point. There is so much uncertainty.
Once he's in flight, there's not much you can do. Anyway, moving on here. Kuminga recently started his first NBA game against the Raptors and went off for 26 points on 9 for 15 of shooting from the field and 4 for 6 from three-point range. After the game, this is what the Warriors head coach had to say about the young 19-year-old. JK is a dynamic athlete. He's powerful and explosive. He can get downhill. So, you see the potential. It's great to see him knock down some three-point shots. That's going to be a big part of his development. He's got to get more than 1 rebound in 36 minutes, especially with his athletic ability and frame. He had 6 turnovers. He kind of showed how talented he is, how young he is, how high his ceiling is, and how far he has to go, all in one night. But that's the whole point of getting him reps. Coach Kerr further went on to say about Kuminga's development, he's going to need to make some shots, some threes, to be able to build an offensive game. So much of a young player's development is figuring out, what am I in this league? What position do I play? What's my game? In today's game, to be a top-level player, almost without exception, you have to be able to knock down perimeter shots. For him, that's going to be the case. I want him shooting threes. I want him shooting open threes. But I want him to recognize when to shoot, when to drive, and when to pass. Those are things that sound simple, but it's not simple. Gosh, guys, if there was ever a team that could help Kuminga develop his outside shot, it's gotta be the Warriors, because they got 2 of the top 3-point shooters in the history of basketball in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And when he does develop that 3-point shot where it's efficient enough to punish teams, the dude is going to be near unguardable. I mean, if you give him too much space, he'll just shoot over you.
One from Front Street. Kuminga 3.
On the other hand, when he decides he wants to get to the rim, good luck stopping him.
Highest scorer on those Warriors teams, it was Monte Ellis and David Lee.
Oh my goodness, guys. Anyway, what's also awesome about his situation is that the Golden State Warriors are in great position to let their rookies develop. Last season, they were always trying to stay above 500 in order to stay in the playoff picture, but this season, they're at the top of the league. What that means is that Steve Kerr and the rest of the coaching staff had the luxury to experiment a bit more and to give the young players more NBA minutes for them to figure out their game. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine that when the playoffs start, if Kuminga is able to hit his open threes at about, let's say 37%, and understands his game enough to know when to drive, when to shoot, and when to pass, geez, With his athletic ability and everything else he brings to the table, including his defensive skill set, he's going to be a menace and a disruptor to other teams. I mean, when you have a game plan for Curry, Clay, Poole, and Wiggins, and then in addition, when you have an athletic rookie monster on the court who can get to the rim at will, it's going to be hard for defenses to coordinate on what exactly they should do.
2 in the fourth. Oh, they're in their favor. 9 of their first 12 at home. As they head east now.
Yeah. Once Kuminga develops and refines his on-court skills and his basketball IQ and decision-making, he has the potential to become a perennial all-star in the league. Anyway, let's hear what the other Warriors think of Kuminga so far this season. Here's what Draymond Green recently said. In order for us to go far, he is going to have to play a part in that. He just has some things that none of us other guys bring to the table. Some of the things, the tools that he has as a basketball player as far as his quickness, his speed, his athleticism, his strength, and youth, the majority of us don't have. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, had something else to say about Kuminga.
JK, get off my live, you freaking clown. God, Kuminga's no rookies on my live. Kuminga.
Andrew Wiggins was impressed by the young Kuminga and his plays recently and said this of him. He's a special kid. God-gifted talent, God-gifted athlete. He's learning from the best in Steph, Draymond. The environment is important, and you can't take that for granted. Kuminga could have been somewhere else and maybe playing a lot, maybe not winning how we're winning here. The culture here, you can't find that anywhere else. What he's learning now is going to help mold him for his future, his whole NBA career. It's special. Anyway, guys, I think now is as good a time as any to see just exactly what people mean by him being special. So here's Kuminga. He's about to receive the ball from Bjelica, but look at how explosive he is at getting to the rim.
In his face, Bjelica gives it up.
I know he didn't finish there, that'll come with time, but he did get to the line. In this play here, Kuminga has the ball on the block. Look at how he attacks the basket in this play.
In lead. Kuminga and the post gets to the basket.
Strength and explosiveness. In this play here, Kuminga is all the way out on the perimeter. But then once he's finished with his internal calculations, check out what he does.
7 to shoot. Kuminga with the rookie Cam Thomas on. Oh!
Sheesh. Guys, Draymond was right about what he said. If Kuminga can polish up his game a bit before the playoffs arrive, the young stud can play a huge role in the Warriors' 2022 championship quest. Anyway, guys, I'm sure y'all already know Steph Curry is doing something we'll probably never see again. I mean, he just became the undisputed three-point king a little while ago in Madison Square Garden. But you know what? That's just the tip of the iceberg. What do I mean? Well, just click this video right here where I go over all of it. It's a huge video, guys, and I'm sure you'll love it. Just click it, and like always, I'll be on the other side.